For the first useless fact, most of the dev tools that you see in the spawn menu actually have a different name written on them. For example, the constrainer does actually say constrainer on it, but it also says line weaver. The dev manipulator actually says gimbal gun, the spawn gun says BM07 capsule projector, and the Nimbus gun is actually called Orion propulsion engine. SRZ likes to make most of their items look like professional product. For example, the dev manipulator has many warnings on here. It says caution, void class 4 crystal, and the alarm clock also has random product stickers dotted around it. It's quite interesting to see the attention to detail that SRZ puts into their random items. Now the next useless fact is if you actually fly far enough away from the Void U114 city block with a Nimbus gun, it does take quite a lot of time, so please be patient, then you can actually reach the end of the square grid. And I'm sure a few of you have seen this from Mini BattleDots video, but on the katana in BONELAB, it actually says Corey X Kenshin, who was a YouTuber that made YouTube videos on duck season, and BONELAB really liked his videos, so they decided to put him in the game. When you take a close look at the spawn gun, is when you start to realise that the name Capsule Projector really starts to make sense. Because if you take a good look inside the spawn gun, you'll see an actual gacha capsule looking model inside of there. And basically, what you think is a spawn menu is actually a menu for you to look at all of your gacha capsules. And for example, whenever you select a gacha capsule, I'm going to choose the 1911, you can actually see the hologram of the 1911. Now, this isn't just any hologram. This is actually supposed to represent the gacha capsule of the 1911. Did you know that in this whole spawn menu, which is probably now known as a gacha capsule menu, there's an actual little button here. When you click on it, it says meow. Now, this next useless fact probably isn't actually that useless at all. I'm sure many of you have been to the BONELAB hub, and you've probably completely missed this thing, but did you know this is an actual menu? Here it shows you like kind of a welcome message. You can see the patch notes here, you can see all of your options here, and if you go across, you can see all the different levels in the game. You've got tactical control, arena, sandbox, parkour, experimental, mods, and you can even favorite levels and find them here. And if you go across one more, you'll see ammo, and it shows you all of the ammo that you had in each level. It shows you the amount of ammo that you've had at best, and it shows you the amount of ammo that you could have possibly acquired. Next, if we go over here, there are two useless facts. Now, the first one of those two is that this is actually half of Ford's head. If we look at Ford over here, we can see he has a little freckle on his cheek, which we can also find on the head right there. Now, for this next useless fact, I'm almost certain you didn't know about. Did you know that the compartment that I'm in is actually the head that I just showed you? I'm actually in his ear, and I bet you didn't know that his ear actually opens just like a door. Interesting, huh? Now, the next useless fact is actually about the bullet banker, and I bet you didn't know that there's actually someone's initials written on the bottom of the bullet banker. It says the 18th of February 2022. So I actually don't know what that's about, but if someone knows, please tell me in the comments. Now, this next useless fact, I bet you didn't know that the spawn gun can actually be equipped on your head, making it the only item in the entire BONELAB base game that can actually be put on your head inventory slot. As you can see, it's nowhere here in my inventory, but if I go above my head, I can just whip it out of nowhere like that. Now, this next useless fact is actually about mods. Did you know that SRZ has actually made duck season mods? You just gotta go to downloads, approved, and you can both install both of these old games, Duck Season and Hov Junkers. And did you know that Ford only has one fear? It's actually these guys. When I say fear, I mean Ford actually runs away from these guys. So, if I weld Ford to the floor and I strap this thing to his back, Ford will try desperately to run away from it. And since Ford stays looking at me the whole time, that means he's just going to walk towards you, making that the 15th and final fact of the video. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and if you haven't seen any of my other videos, you should watch some of them by clicking on one on the video right now. And I'll see you in the next video.